Good evening to you. Thanks for watching. I'm John Erickson. Inflation has affected all of us, including seniors. The Consumer Price Index is up more than 14% compared to this time 2 years ago. Tonight, tips on how to try to save money and how a Northeast Wisconsin grandmother has changed how she spends time with her family. For some, Kewaunee is a destination itself. Every wave washing in is an invitation from Lake Michigan. Roxanne Clark doesn't have to travel to be here because she calls Kewaunee home. This is part of the soundtrack of living here. But she's making fewer visits elsewhere.
As a family and as a mother and grandmother with grandchildren, we used to take a lot more trips, take off for the day, go to Green Bay, spend it running around.
Inflation continues to impact families like hers. She talked about the cost of a meal out at a restaurant in the Green Bay area.
It's $50 for 4 people. Well, you can't do that a lot anymore, so a lot more staying home, a lot more making meals from scratch, just like our grandparents used to do.
She's making those decisions as Americans are, on average, paying more in their everyday lives. According to government numbers, sit-down meals at a restaurant cost 8.9% more than this time last year. Electricity, up 15.2%. Medical care, up 5.1% since last year. Overall, in the most recent numbers, the Consumer Price Index is up 8.5% compared to last year.
We kind of have to go back to that want and need piece and say, okay, what makes sense anymore?
Leslie Bowden is the director at Money Management Counselors in Sturgeon Bay. She has tips for seniors or anyone else trying to spend less. For groceries, there's the buddy system, shopping with a friend.
There's always the buy one pork roast, get another one free, but then we look at it and go, how can I eat 2 pork roasts if I can barely get through one? So find out if there's friends that you can shop with and do a cook day and freeze food and make meals together and help cut costs that way.
For transportation, Bowden says if a couple has 2 cars, consider going to one.
I see this very often with seniors. When we start to age, usually one or the other person possibly isn't driving as much or has some limitations, and yet there's still 2 cars in the family. According
to Bowden, here's another way to try to save money. Say you live here in Door County, but you need to come here to Green Bay for a doctor's appointment. If you know a friend who also needs to go to a doctor's visit, try to schedule those 2 appointments around the same time. Then ride down together and split the cost of gas. All ideas to save money for what's most important to you.
You have to live within your means and try to do what you can.
And even more money-saving ideas. The director of Money Management Counselors in Door County said seniors can see if they're eligible for benefits like food stamps. And for people on Medicaid, reimbursement is available for gas money to get to medical appointments. As far as other relief for seniors, according to an estimate from the advocacy group Senior Citizens League, Social Security checks could get a boost of more than 9% next year from the cost of living increase. And as part of the new law known as the Inflation Reduction Act, beginning in 2025, people on Medicare will have a $2,000 a year cap on out-of-pocket prescription drug costs.